Hey guys, I am really excited about today, and it has been a wonderful, wonderful week. And I'll tell you what, it is just amazing watching people grow and do new things and try new things. And really, that's the entrepreneurial mindset. It's all about the mindset. It starts there. And I had a conversation this week with somebody, and they're kind of getting started in their entrepreneurial mindset and trying to develop. And I thought of the statement while this person was talking to me. I thought, I thought it almost seems like they were getting squirted with a fire hose, and they were just trying to sort out all these great ideas that were coming in their mind as a result of changing their thinking. And they were thinking, what in the world can I do to sort it all out? How do I decide? How do I sort all this idea out? And so sometimes it does. As we get started in our journey, I remember that fire that burned, that burning desire that Napoleon Hill talks about in Think and Grow Rich, where it burns inside of you to do something and pursue your purpose. And then it burns. And by the way, that fire is still there. And it should always still be there if it's a real, genuine, burning desire to pursue your purpose. And that is where the key is at. But that fire starts out, and you wonder, man, am I getting nailed with a fire hose, or how do I slow this down? All this information is coming at me, all these new ideas. But what are some practical ideas just that we can do as entrepreneurs, brand new in our endeavor? What can we do very practically to develop the right mindset that really brings out that burning desire so that other people can see it? And so today, I've got 3 simple thoughts that I want to share with you. Number 1, this is crazy. You're going to think, wow, this is so simple, but it comes straight out of the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I think, number 1, if I could go back, I would not start with business cards. I would start by shaking hands. A simple handshake, the handshake gesture. There's something powerful that happens in your heart when you realize, I am connecting with somebody else on a physical level with a handshake. There's something powerful that happens with that. And so what it means when you're shaking hands, it means you've got to go and meet people to shake their hands. And so that brings out the networking idea. What can I do first? I think we should start by shaking hands. We've got to get ourselves out there and start shaking hands with other people. I find that is valuable, a discipline that we can do to develop the mindset of an entrepreneur and genuinely put ourselves on a path. And a handshake is absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything to shake hands with people, but we can do that. Number 2, I would suggest we should smile to people. Start by smiling. It's a discipline. When I first started doing that, I was reading Dale Carnegie's book on How to Win Friends, and he said right there, he said, everybody has a sign that they wear on their chest that says, I want to be cared about. Look at people that way, because I believe it happened in my heart too. As I started thinking, man, how much money can I make in my new business? How can I do this? And I began to think, I don't want to see people as money objects. I want to see people as people. And so one of the disciplines that is very valuable is smiling at them, because it produces a genuine connection with that person to help you understand, even if they never buy your product, that's okay. You became better because you smiled at them. And a smile almost every time. When I smile at somebody, it almost always, literally, I would say 99% of the time, there's always that little 1%, but I would say 99% of the time, it generates a smile back to me, and I have shared that I care about you. That is how we're going to, our business, our product that we have, we're in business to take care of other people's needs. We have a product or service that makes other people's lives better, so why not start by shaking hands, and number 2, smiling, okay? Number 3 is very practical. Ask questions. Ask questions. I remember Paul, my mentor, sharing with me. He made this statement that really I remember it. He said, you always sound more intelligent when you ask questions. Now, one of the things that I caught myself doing because of my personality is I caught myself thinking, well, I already know the answer. Why would I ask a question when I already know the answer? Well, that's not the key. The key is to ask anyway. Even if you think you know the answer, that answer that they give you makes them feel more valued because they got to speak with you, makes you look more intelligent as a person, and then their idea that they share just might trigger the right idea to help you launch your business forward. Because people that walk around just telling everybody everything they know, I mean, people will listen and they have good ideas, don't get me wrong, but sometimes when all we do is ask questions to other people and simply say, hey, how can I speak with you? And then I've learned it on an audio on Total Personal Development platform. I learned it's intentional conversations. Then we start getting in deeper and start learning how to have intentional conversations with people and making our questions intentional and on purpose to care for that person. And it's pretty neat how that happens. Those are 3 things that if I went back, I would love to do if I had the opportunity to go back a couple years ago. If I had started out with those 3 simple practices, man, the ideas would have been so well funneled through to help me in my business.